Hi guys, and welcome back to Reads Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, it being my birthday after all, you're gonna get a little bit more relaxed book tag with me. 'Cause that's the tea. 'Cause we're all book lovers here. I don't look all the way put together, and you know what? I don't give a rat's. 'Cause it's my birthday. Yes! So yes, today is July 20th, 2019. I was born today, back in 1990, so that makes me, what, 29? Ugh, way too close to 30 for my liking. But hey, today I'm going to bring with you the birthday book tag. But before we get into this, I got a lovely package that I had already opened, but they're just so gorgeous that I wanted to share with you guys. My friend Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime reached out to this Etsy shop and asked them to send me a couple of bookmarks for birthday presents. The first thing I noticed in it was this little thing that says happy birthday, which is just really cute. But then they also had this little note in there in this really gorgeous, like, pastel coloring, the lettering. I will link the Etsy shop down below, and it is Pastel Rain Creations. I don't know why that won't focus, and ignore my laptop. But I don't know why that won't focus, but I will link that down below. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to Bianca for creating these, because these are just all stunning. And she sent me this little note with this green, with a gorgeous unicorn. A little note on the back that says, "Hi Clint, I'm Bianca, Nikki's friend." Excuse me. She asked me to make these bookmarks for you as a gift. I hope you like them and they arrive in good condition. Happy birthday, Bianca. Thank you, Bianca. They were stunning. I just felt like everyone needed to see these. And underneath it was this little card that says choose joy. And I'm in love with this. This was something that was definitely needed to come into my life, but hey. So you'll be seeing this somewhere on my bookshelf. But underneath it all was this little package that was like this, that says be always blooming on one side and live life in full bloom. And inside were two lovely wrapped packages. We're going to go to this lovely package first, that's in this almost tangerine and orange color. And I like how her Instagram handle is like on everything. Good business, girl, good business. And inside was the stack of stunning paper bookmarks. I'm going to show them for you guys because they're just stunning, and you will see them all across this area everywhere. First there was Book Junkie with the gorgeous yellow and black cutout letters on it. Says it on both sides. Next was Bookstagram with the gorgeous, stunning blue behind it. Like, oh, that's just gorgeous. Then you've got the white with Book Addict with this gorgeous marble purple behind it. Excuse me. But, look at that. It's just stunning. And then #bookish, which is white with this gorgeous marble pink behind it. I can't handle how gorgeous these bookmarks are. Yeah. So I'm assuming these are standard bookmarks on her website because they are just stunning. I will link her Etsy page down below. I'm just dropping things so you can get your own of these because they are just spectacular. And then in this lovely yellow, which reminds me of, do you guys remember the zebra gum that we chewed when we were kids? This package reminds me of a strip of zebra gum. And inside were 2 other bookmarks, which I know were personalized more for me. And they're just stunning. This one, the gorgeous Hufflepuff, that says on the back, you might belong in Hufflepuff where they are just and loyal. Those patient Hufflepuffs are true and unafraid of toil. And if you don't believe me, there's the quote. But it is just gorgeous. And this one will definitely be displayed. As the proud Hufflepuff I am, I will definitely be displaying this one. And then this one, like, I am just in love with the coloring, where it just says my name, Clint. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's just so. I already have over there my last name, so over here would be like really cute to like just display up there my name. These are just Bianca. Girl, these are stunning. But yeah, I just wanted to share these lovely bookmarks that Nikki got me. Thank you so much, Nikki. These were amazing surprises, and I will always cherish them. And thank you, Bianca. Ooh, why won't they go in? Oh, they do go in. My bad. I'm putting them in wrong. But these are just stunning, so thank you, Bianca, for the handcraftsness of these. And I will definitely be displaying these everywhere and telling everyone where they can get their hands on them. Because, let's be honest, we all know I'm a sucker for something gorgeous. But yes, I just wanted to share those before we got into this lovely book tag. My throat is parched. So let's spill some tea on some of my favorite books. Now, I saw 2 of my favorite booktubers that happen to be really close friends of mine do this tag, and I just knew I just had to do it. I wanted to film it on my birthday, and it'll be posted right after I finish filming this. I'm going to edit it real quick, and then it'll be posted tonight so that it at least goes up on my birthday. But I saw Mel from Completely Melanie, and I saw Simone from me. Simone, and I always get your channel wrong, girl. I have it pulled up. So, me, Simone, and I will have both their videos linked down below because they are stunning. If you are not following them, then why are you here? Because I gush about these girls all the time. We'll also have Nikki's channel linked down below too. But let's get into this. Question number, if you see me looking this way, I have my lovely handy laptop up with the questions because, excuse me, like I said, this is impromptu. Excuse me. And you're just going to get laid back version of me because it's my birthday. I don't feel like being put together. That's the true tea. Question number 1 is Birthday Cake. A book with a plot that seems cliche, but you adore it anyways. Excuse me. For this, I didn't choose one book. I chose a major cliche that I feel like people that have been watching BookTube may take it as a cliche, But that is adding witches to a story. It all started with this lovely thing right here, Wicked Deep. Was the first successful one to add the witches, and then it was followed by Summer of Salt, and then just tons more came out in the last couple of years. And we all know that I have an entire bookshelf right here of witch books, and I will be also showing another witch book in this video later. Will y'all shut up on my laptop? But we all know I love my witch books, so I couldn't just choose one book, so I just chose these. So question number 2 is party guests, your most anticipated book release for this year, which was Killing November up there, but for the second half of the year, I have 2 books that are coming out. One in September, and I think one's in November. For September, I can't wait for Wayward Son, the sequel to Carry On. I just need it in my life to the point where I'm debating about ordering the Waterstones copy just because I want gorgeousness in my life. Even though I know it's going to be like a $50 book, and $50 I don't really have to be spending on books. But hey, it's me. And then in November is the sequel to Hot and Badgered by Shelley Loringstone. Oh, by the way, if y'all don't know what Carry On is about, it's pretty much Harry Potter fan fiction. If you go into it as Harry Potter fan fiction, you will love it. It's as if Harry was the worst chosen one of the world, Draco was a vampire, and they fall in love. And then Hot and Badgered, which I can't remember the title of the book to save my life right now, but I need the sequel in my life. It's something Badger. No. There's Badger in the title, I know that much. But it's like Young and Badger? Young Badger? Hung Badger? I don't know. It wouldn't be Hung Badger. That just wouldn't make sense. But Honey Badger Shapeshifters. Romance. The writing isn't the best, but I absolutely love the characters and the story just pulls me in. So, yeah. Question number 3 is birthday presents. A book that surprised you with how much you loved it. Well, I could also bring back Hot and Badgered for this. But for this one, excuse me, let me get a little another sip. I'm parched. Is The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. Before I read this, I can honestly say I wasn't a contemporary fan. Unless it's my thrillers, my mysteries, my Nora Roberts, well, not quite Nora Roberts, but my thrillers and stuff like that, or LGBT. I really don't read a lot of hard-hitting contemporaries. But this book, the writing style, the characters, everything just blew me away. I knew absolutely nothing about it going into it. I actually thought it was some sort of like fantastical element. I was waiting for a magical element to happen. But then, like, somewhere around here, I think, an event happened, and I sat down the book down and cried for 2 hours. Then I picked it up, finished it, and cried for another 5 hours over these characters. And to me, that is the definition of a brilliant author. So, since this, I have now since picked up quite a few hard-hitting contemporaries that are on my shelf. Excuse me, I wouldn't have read Turtles All the Way Down if I didn't read this. I wouldn't have read Adventure Ends, More Happy Than Not, and stuff like that. I wouldn't have picked those up if it wasn't for me reading this. So next is Happy Birthday Song, a book that certainly deserved all the hype it got. And for this, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let the book speak for itself. Can y'all guess what book? The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And C. Doesn't need any other clarification other than that. Number 5. I don't know why I'm coughing so much. I really don't. I've been coughing a lot today, so it's been one of those days. Number 5 is Happy Music, a book with some beautiful and truly memorable quotes. The minute it said this, I thought of 2 different books. Hunting Prince Dracula and this one. This one's got one major beautiful quote in it that I'm going to read for you. Oops, excuse me. It doesn't spoil the story or anything, but I had to go with Clockwork Prince because the quote that I have highlighted and tabbed in this, I pick up very frequently since I read it this year. It is a quote that anytime I feel down or bad, it lifts me up. And then reading it and then seeing my books behind me, it just validates me as a reader. And validates that my life choices weren't wrong, if that makes sense. Let me read the quote, which I've read on this channel quite often, but hey. We live and breathe words. It was books that kept me from taking my own life after I thought I could never love anyone, never be loved by anyone again. It was books that made me feel that perhaps I was not completely alone. They could be honest with me and I with them. And then another line after that was, it fit me too, and it sums up why I love some of the books on my shelves the way I do. Like reading your words, what you wrote, how you were lonely sometimes and afraid, but always brave, the way you saw the world, its colors and textures and sounds. I felt the way you thought, hoped, felt, dreamed. I felt I was dreaming and thinking and feeling with you. I dreamed what you dreamed, wanted what you wanted, and then I realized that truly just wanted you, which was just meaning the books, not the author. No, it's just weird. But I pick up this book frequently. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite book that I've read so far in the Shadowhunters world because of said quote. I pick it up anytime I'm feeling down and out about myself. So that's a little inside into me. And if you haven't read the Infernal Devices series, I highly recommend them, whether you like the Shadowhunters world or not, because these characters are some of the best characters I've ever read. Let's go back to happiness. Getting Older, a book that you read a long time ago, but you think you'll appreciate more if you read it as a more mature reader. Now this book, I didn't read it like when I was a kid, but I read this book like 8 or 9 years ago for the first time, and I feel like I know I would still give it a 5 stars. And it's still one of my all-time favorite books. My friend Caitlin was the one who introduced me to this. But I feel like if I would have found it now, as the reader I am now, I feel like it would have been more impactful on my life, if that makes sense. So that's why I went with that. And that is Interred with Their Bones by Jennifer Lee Carroll. This is pretty much Da Vinci Code with a female main character hunting down Shakespeare's missing play. And that's all you need to know going into it. That's all one of my best friends, Caitlin, told me going into this was Da Vinci Code meets Shakespeare. And it's highly hardcore feminist, it's hardcore everything, and I feel like if you have not read this, you should definitely check it out. Especially if things like adventure and clues and stuff like that are stuff you love just as much as I do. This is, it would be labeled I would put it more as a thriller with mystery elements because there's moments in this that get your anxiety going. And I am due for a reread so that I can finally read its sequel. Haunt Me Still. I still need to read this, which is about a version of Macbeth that when they're on the stage, someone reads the spell on it and it comes true. Very intrigued. But yes, very, very underrated book, and I feel like people need to check it out. And lastly, number 7, Sweet Birthday Memories, a book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding period of your life. And would this really be a tag if I didn't mention one of my all-time favorite books? And the fact that it has changed my life in so many ways. I wouldn't be on this channel if I hadn't read this book. I wouldn't have the courage I have. I wouldn't have a lot of the friends that I have. To be perfectly honest, I probably wouldn't be sitting here alive and well without this book. This book came to me in the most ideal moment of my life, in the sense of I was having a very, very dark time, was contemplating suicide again, or suicidal attempt. I don't know if you can see my tattoo well enough, but it says survivor with the semicolon. I have attempted 3 times on my life, and I was almost about to do a 4th. I was not in the happiest of places. And then my best friend, now roommate Chantel, sent me this book trailer, and I thought it was like some type of movie, so did she, and then we found out it was a book, and then I just happened to be in Walmart the next day, found this book, and instantly bought it. The copy I bought's up there, because it's signed and personalized and stuff. And then I instantly messaged the author. The minute I finished, I picked it up again, read it again, picked it up again, read it again, picked it up, read it again. I think it's the first book I've ever read 5 times in a row before I moved on to anything else. And it's brought so much to my life. I'm trying not to cry here, and I feel like it needs so much more hype. And that would be How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather. Salem Witch Trials meets Mean Girls with Ghosts. But, like I said, this book brought so much joy and happiness to my life that I feel like, I don't know, without this I really wouldn't be here. For one, I wouldn't have the strength to go on. I wouldn't. I don't know. But you get what I'm meaning. It's just, this book basically has changed my life. And it was one of the first introductions into witches. Outside of Secret Circle. Like, I like the witch trope, but I never, dived into it until I read this. And this just, opened up a whole new world to me. A whole new world. Dazzling place I never knew. Sorry. I'm gonna stop. But yeah. So if you have not read anything by Adriana Mather, I highly, highly recommend you pick up How to Hang a Witch or Killing November. give them a try. They, they're such good stories that are so underrated that I feel like a lot more people need in their life. The author is one of the sweetest, kindest people I have ever met. She also gives amazing hugs. Um, and without her, her mother, her husband, and my birthday sharing twin, happy birthday, little wolf. Um, their son was born on my birthday. Besides the point. Just without them, I wouldn't be who I am. And that says a lot. Like, this book means a lot more to me than House of Night or Harry Potter ever has. Just so y'all know. This is my holy grail. Everyone has that one book series that changes their lives. Harry Potter was as I was a kid. House of Night was my comfort zone of while I was going through high school and dealing with bullies. This came into my life in adulthood. When did this book come out? I think 2016? Yes. And I found it later that year. And I think the thing that intrigued me by reading this was the main character's name is Samantha, which was my sister's name when who passed away in 2009. So it like intrigued me that it had witches and my sister's name. So I was like very intrigued to pick it up. But I'm gonna shut up now before I start truly bawling. But yeah, guys, that is all I've got for you for this lovely birthday book tag. And I'm not going to tag anyone, but if you thought this tag was just as amazing as I did, I highly recommend you do it yourself. Would love to hear everyone's answers to some of this. What was the book that changed your life? Was it Harry Potter? Was it Twilight? Or was it something I've never heard of? Comment down below and let me know. And if you're new to this channel and you love this video and my sassiness, I guess, and my let's talk about feelings, God, I don't know why I do that, then hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe. And until next time, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Bye.